ready for the biggest event to hit the continent. We're bringing you to beautiful Sierra Leone, Africa. 2022 Africaribbean Festival in Freetown. Experience exotic tours, local cuisine, cultural connections, soca, carnival, and Juve experience. Enjoy the best in soca and Afrobeat artists and DJs from around the world. We're bringing the Caribbean to Freetown. This is a cultural link-up you don't want to miss. Is affecting heritage and cultural connection. Early bird tickets on sale now. Payment plans are available.
From America to the West Indies, fell in love when they looked on me. Started balling all boomily. King for carnival, now he's dead. Never had it this strong before. Tried my function and they wanted more. I got back so he could play. Now you wanna dance and dingulate.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Pit 'em in the break room. What you doing? What you doing? Hey, what we doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room.
Big show right here on the break room. What it do, man? You know what? It's been a while, but me, Action, and Shani, this season, you talk about some guests that got a bunch of information that you need to know about, entertainment news that you need to hear, businesses that you need to know about. It's all going down this season on Big Bink's Break Room podcast. Good to be here, Shani and Action. What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all come on up, get some of this, man. What's going down?
Hey, how are you today?
We back at it.
Yeah. So you know today in Dallas, like we on the, I think the front end or the back end. I don't know how to describe it. We're on kind of like the front/back end of a storm that's coming. If you're familiar with 635, at least on my way home, it was completely dark behind me as I was going east. So it would appear to be coming this way real soon in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if we cut off, you know why.
Yeah, it ain't because we didn't pay nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Shani, what's going down?
Well, today on the show, you have a very special guest. We're actually going to hang out with this gentleman right here. Do you know who that is?
I know that's Mr. Watkins. That's who I know. I know that's Mr. Watkins, a legend in the business.
What do you know about Mr. Watkins?
He just worked with a lot of people, put a lot of people on, continuing to develop artists. And I know he got contacts around everywhere around the globe. And he has a very, 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 very famous daughter.
Very famous.
Very.
Global icon.
About Mr. Watkins' Action?
I know he has a nice tailor or knows where to get a nice suit. I see that. I see he dresses well. And no, I don't know him of him personally or anything like that. But yeah, I have heard of some of his exploits. Me and Bink were talking a little bit earlier today. So I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to him and finding out what's going on. Because as you can see, I got the little hat on. I wore that in honor of what was happening today. I was like, let me rock my African hat.
Okay. Well, do you know who those people are?
That's the fifth. I don't know who that is. I almost said the fifth
Action,
dimension.
do you know who that is, Action?
It looked like a couple of my uncles, but I don't really want to say nothing because I don't want to put none of my aunties in trouble. No.
Okay, well, actually, that's the group, the Drifters, and Mr. Watkins was a part of the Drifters. Can y'all figure out which one he is in the picture?
I mean, he's right there in the middle, but I didn't know he's part of the Drifters. What's the Drifters sing? What's the Drifters sing?
We're gonna put him on the screen.
Oh, the Drifters. You talking about? You talking about going back to my mom and dad's era? But the Drifters, yeah, that was.
Do they sing "Tears on My Pillow"? Is that them? "Tears on My Pillow." Tears on my pillow. That would be called. That would be considered what the doo-wop era. Absolutely, yeah. Well, actually, Mr. Watkins is on. He can explain it better than anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Watkins is in the building, global icon. Finding out new stuff about him every day.
Legends.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
No. That's little Anthony.
Oh, little Anthony and the Imperials. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So the Drifters, I know the Drifters are legendary. Like when that doo-wop
It's
era.
still when you say little
Yeah.
Anthony, that's not like you stepping down.
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
I'm doing
Is he
fine,
frozen?
brother, man.
There's a delay.
Yo,
Okay.
There's a storm in Orlando where he is, so that's why we have bad connection. He has bad connection right now. But the commercial that we played in the beginning, the Caribbean African, wait a minute, the Afro-Caribbean, I hope I'm saying this right, the Afro-Caribbean Festival is something that he's taking some artists to so they can get some exposure. Now, the thing about the festival is, while yes, it's happening in Sierra Leone in December 28th through January 2nd, there's also one that the same one is taking place in Baltimore. Let me see, I can't remember the dates off the top of my head, but it will be it'll be in September, like the 16th. Oh, here it is, September 17th and 18th. They're having the street fair in the Baltimore area as free to the public. Plus, they're going to celebrate Hispanic heritage there as well. So if you want more information about any of that, you can definitely go to their website at africaribbeanfestival.com. Y'all
Africa Caribbean Festival. Absolutely. AfricaCaribbeanFestival.com.
Not Africa Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean.
Well, it's
Not
Africa
Caribbean, not Africa Caribbean. It's Afro-Caribbean.
Afro-Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're right.
Not
You're right.
Africa Caribbean.
Africa. I got you.
It's
Africa
all one
Caribbean.
word. Yeah. Because
Gotcha.
I was doing it too, but it's all one little thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dope. And don't think like, why am I going to do this in December? Because you got to remember they're on a different continent. So December for us, their wintertime is their summertime. So it'll be like almost the middle of summer for them, and it'll be a dope festival to be at.
But
do they ever have winter in Africa though? Because it's right on the equator, right?
Yeah. It would be their so-called winter would be more like their rainy season.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's not really cold temperature wise, but weather wise, it gets really bad.
Okay. I've never experienced Africa. Have you been to Africa before, actually?
Yeah. A few times.
Oh,
but it's yeah. So I mean, it's just a dope place to be. So again, I would encourage anybody, if you got an opportunity and you just looking for a good reason to go, this would be an excellent reason to go. And not only that, it just, you talking about just a trip of a lifetime with performances, and then just being in Africa. And if you've never been to Africa, man, Africa is just so dope. And don't get caught up in all the movies and all the hype.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to say. Like, growing up as a kid, man, and always seeing those pictures of those commercials with Sally Crothers and everybody come help the Africans, and the kids got flies all in their eyes and they drinking water, they got them big old stomachs and all that old stuff. That was my interpretation, my vision of Africa, until I really, like, all the way up until I got to college. When I got to college and I started meeting the Prince of Mali, which was actually my roommate. His name is Tatian. He was actually the Prince of Mali. He was my roommate in college. And a couple of my frat brothers were from the Bahamas. One was from Kenya, and he was a excellent soccer player. And they showed me pictures and way of life and customs and meals and that derived from Africa. And I was like blown away. I was like, well, what a hut's at, and the grass and the sand and like all that stuff. They was like,
yeah. I mean, there are those parts of Africa. If you go in deep into the Africa and you go into the villages and stuff like that, but Africa, they have major cities, just like we'd be like New York or something like that, or San Francisco. You know what I mean? Yeah, but sure. Like if you want to go out there, it would be no different than like if we're living here in Texas. Yeah, downtown Dallas, you can go to rural Grand Prairie. You know what I'm saying? Where Arlington, where there's nothing out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and so it would be equivalent to about the same. So
gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, like again. If you've never been, I would encourage you to go. Just again, as a person of color, I would encourage anybody that has an ounce of African American blood in their veins to get there one day, just to experience what it is to be like, I guess, in for lack of terms, home.
Yeah, home where we all came. Where we all came from.
When I was talking to Mr. Watkins earlier, one thing that surprised me about the African music industry. So here our artists get royalties. They don't get that. They don't.
I mean, a lot of things are run different there in that whole system. I mean, as far as the whole country is concerned, but I mean, again, with that being said, it's just a different way of life. Period. You know what I mean? Because they don't live like we live. They don't act like we act, and they don't do what we do. So it's just we have.
Well, let's get in with Mr. Watkins
Yeah. Mr. Watkins can tell you way more because I'm sure Mr. Watkins. I'm sure you've been there several times, right?
More than enough, bro.
Yeah.
What I had to move to a different part of the house, I guess, because the signal was weak. But yeah, some of the things that you were asking, what did the Drifter sing? Remember, they say the neon lights are bright on
Broadway. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, when the night has come, that's us.
The one
and the land is dark, and the moon is Stand By Me.
Yeah, Stand By Me.
Yeah, that's Drifters. Yeah, but it's all good, man. I mean, I had a lot of years of enjoyment with entertainment, and I'm just excited. Number one, I want to say thank you so very much for allowing me to share some of the experiences that I've had in the entertainment business. I grew up in this business. I started at an early age. I was a teenager in Chicago, and
yay, Chicago, good stuff.
Chi-Town, that's right, South Side. So y'all already know that I'm crazy. Okay,
that's what it is. Hey, I'm right there by the L station on 95th, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, bro.
Yes, sir.
Right. You hometown.
Yes, sir.
All right. But yeah, I started early at 16. Well, before that, believe it or not, I wrote my first song at 8 years old.
Wow.
Didn't know what I was doing, but I wanted to write a song, and I wrote it at 8 years old. And I mean, of course, nothing happened with it. But at 16, of course, I was in the projects by then. Okay. And this older guy that lived across the street, he worked with young kids. And so, he taught us how to harmonize and do all the doo-wop stuff, And that was about 12 years old at that time. And we had a group, and, we wasn't old enough to play in the clubs, but we got on some talent shows in Chicago, and the people fell in love with us. And, I was 12 years old. And of course, I couldn't sing in a nightclub. But what the owner this one nightclub did. He allowed us to sing. You know, that's when you know, all the like Smokey Robinson and you know, all the teenager
Motown days.
Motown, yeah. But that was the time when you know, young people, you know, was really, you know, taking over. And believe it or not, the first song that I recorded in Chicago at the RCA studio, Johnny Pate, he's the producer of Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions, Major Lance, you know, all the Chicago, what's his name, Gene Chandler, Jerry Butler, and all them. But he produced my song. It's called "Baby Think It Over." It's on YouTube today. Believe it or not. Yeah. It's the Martinells, and if you go on YouTube, "Baby Think It Over." Hey, at 16 years old, I was doing it, and we went on tours with Smokey Robinson, the Manhattans, the Intruders, Jesus, you know, all the old time.
You on tour with Jesus?
Yeah, I'm still on tour with him, brother. I'm still on tour with him now.
I was like, man, I missed that tour. Where was I?
Yeah, we taking this thing all the way to Africa, bro. You don't know?
I found it. So let's
okay.
check it out.
What?
Is that it?
That's it.
At this point, the girls are screaming, right?
Yeah, that's T-Boz. That's T-Boz's mama in the background.
Oh, you had her singing on there.
No, I didn't have her, but you know, we was in the same group. but yeah, that's how T-Boz's mom and I hooked up. You know, like I said, I was 16, and you know, we was young. You know, trying to make it in the industry. But I spent many years in this. You know, this has been my life, and this is all I know. And I try to educate, you know, the young artists, the local artists, how to make it in the business, you know, as far as artist development and all the things that the industry won't tell you.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff that the industry will not share with you. You know, because
I wonder why.
Well, you want me to tell you? Hey, you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell us why.
Because they know that you don't have the knowledge or the money to spend on an entertainment attorney to explain the contract. And just like what's going on now, as far as the social media, you know, well, let me stop. You know, I don't want to name nobody. I don't want to be sitting outside my door. But anyway, but you know, all of the social media, they know the good and well that the local artists don't have enough money to sue them. And they ain't got nothing signed with you, know. So they ain't got to pay you a dime, and they don't. Okay. They give their music away. I'm telling you the truth, you know.
Yeah.
And even the big time artists, the Beyoncés and all of them, you know, they struggling, you know, trying to keep their reputation and keep their pockets lined. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, you can't talk about Beyonce. You cannot say.
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie, it's okay. He was just referencing. It wasn't anything bad.
Shoot that dog.
he just said her name. Chill out. I'm sorry. He's part of the beehive.
Well, you done messed that dog up.
He's part of the beehive. I'm sorry.
No, but I know the Beyoncés and all the big time, you know, people. And,
hey, no.
Man, go out there and poison that dog.
No, man, my daughters would come looking for you too.
In that case,
Yeah,
feed him. Okay.
Let him live.
No, he's all right. He's protective. I'm the only one here. So if somebody's coming around the house or around the door, he'll start going off to let me know. Hey, it might be time to get out that 40.
Okay. I hear you. But all is good, and I've had great success. Far as the Drifters, we were abducted in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, and I've been all over the world, and had some wonderful moments. This magic moment, up on the roof, but we had some wonderful times back then. I mean, I had hair. Believe it or not, I had some hair.
Yeah, we saw the picture. We saw the hair on the picture.
She even had a mustache.
Let's put it back up here. Let's see. Here we go.
But
classic photo.
That's it. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's Bill Pink.
You got the beard and everything. You got it all connected.
Yeah, girl. I used to be, having it hooked up. But the gentleman on the left, the far left, upper left, that's Bill Pinkney himself. He's the original owner of the Drifters.
Okay.
Charlie Thomas is a original who's in New York, and he's still performing with the Drifters. And then the lower left, that's Joe Davis. He just passed away last month.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and we had his funeral in Melbourne, Florida. And the gentleman on the right is Cedric Plummer. And to my surprise, I guess, found out that he had a stroke. So he's in rehab. And then the tall gentleman, that's Franklin Williams. He lives in Daytona Beach, Florida. And
Gotcha.
He's doing fine. Matter of fact, we both attended the funeral of Joe Davis last night.
It sounds like everybody in Florida sound like y'all need to do some touring.
Well, you know what the thing is, we got a phone call before the end of 21, and they were planning a final tour for Joe Davis because he was ill. And we was ready to, I was ready to go. I had some hair. I was ready to go, put my mustache black and grow my beard and stuff like that and get out on stage and perform. I ain't forgot the steps. I ain't forgot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he became ill and that canceled that. So, we just prayed for Joe and, he passed away last year. Last month, actually. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I got some stuff to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. Y'all young people, music. I try to educate a lot of young people how to make it in this business. They don't get it. They think, oh, no, all you gotta do is put it on YouTube. Let me hush. Put it on social media. Let me put it on blah, 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 and but the thing is, are they paying you? You done spent money to go in the studio to record your music, and then you put it on the social media, soon as you get out of the studio, ain't signed nothing with nobody. And man, I'm gonna tell you, I go back to the days when the mafia ran the industry. Okay?
Wow.
What does that tell you?
It was serious.
The mafia knew that these local talented black folks don't have the sense to understand a contract and don't have the money to hire an entertainment attorney. Now, a regular attorney does not understand a musical contract. you have to hire a musical attorney in order to understand the contracts. I write contracts. I fire attorneys.
Mm.
So the thing is, there's a lot of lingo that these young kids don't understand, and then they look at me and say, no, he's an old dude. He don't know what he's doing. Are you crazy? I mean, I teach music. I studied music in college. There's only 7 musical notes. Ain't none of them ever been played. They're played at different tempos. They're played at different styles, different beats, but the notes are the same. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's all you got.
Yep.
But I try to.
Yeah.
I know it. You ain't telling me nothing. I know it. So the thing is, there's a few young people that they listen. Matter of fact, I got 2 artists right now. I've been in this business as you can see, a long time. At 8 years old and 16, 12, 16. And I've been in major labels. I've been in Russell Simmons. I've been Def Jam. I've been in Capitol Records. I've been in Warner Brothers. I've been in Interscope. You name it. Jesus. And yeah, I've been in Jesus too. I stay in Jesus. But Universal Music Group, I've got artists signed. Callie Ranks is an artist that I got signed with Russell Simmons, Def Jam. And
so let me ask you, how'd you get involved in the Afro beats and African beat stuff that's going on in Africa right now?
Man, I'm glad you asked that. I've been waiting all day for you to ask that question. I'm looking at the clock now. Do I have time? But anyway, it goes back to 2020.
Okay.
I was working in a studio in Winter Park, Florida, as a A&R for a record label, and a gentleman who I knew.
I'm sorry. Record label trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right.
You know what? I think that dog want a contract. That's it.
No, Charlie. He sees somebody walking down the street. That's all. I'm sorry. Let me mute this out and go take care of him.
Okay. Yeah. Apologize to the dog.
Hey, take me out, Shawnee. I'll be right back. Let me go take care of him.
All right.
Okay, but anyway, a gentleman approached me in 2020. Matter of fact, February of 2020, and he said, I've known him since 2015, and he said, I've been involved with Africa for quite a few years. Matter of fact, he's been involved with Africa since 2003. Trying to get a relationship and trying to get things happening. As far as helping our brothers and sisters in Africa. And he said that, how would you like to become over the music industry in Africa? I said, what are you talking about? He says, yeah. He says, because the artists in Africa, they don't get paid royalties. And also the industry is not organized, And I says, what? But anyway, I did a lot of research and whatever. And then I came back, once I found out, what was really happening in Africa, I came back. I said, I couldn't believe it. I said, you mean to tell me all of this talent in Africa and these people ain't getting paid? He said, no, they don't get no royalties. Only thing they do is sell CDs out of the trunk. They don't have no distribution, no promotion. Whoa. I said, whoa, we in 2020, man. He said, yeah. He says, but I'm going to put you in touch with the Ministry of Entertainment. in Africa, and it was the West Coast Africa. But there's 4 countries. There's Guinea, there's Sierra Leone, Liberia, and the Ivory Coast. And he says you'll be over those 4 countries. I said, "Oh, you mean not towns, but cities?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Hold on, let me check this out." Anyway, I checked it all out, and everything he said, it was true. So I said, "Man," and then I heard that Beyonce and her husband was offered this same opportunity, and they turned it down. I said, "No, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe Jay-Z and Beyonce refused to help the artists in Africa." I just, but anyway, boy, I'm putting names out there. I need to shut my mouth. But anyway, um, I said, "Okay, give me an opportunity to do this," and he said, "Well, it's already yours because we got in touch with the Ministry of Tourism, who is over entertainment, and we put." Your name in the hat, and we want you to speak to her. So I spoke to the Ministry of Entertainment and Tourism in these 4 countries. It's the 4 countries is called the Mano River Union, and sure enough, they wanted uh, they want what we got. They want the entertainment industry the same as what we have. So anyway, I said, okay, that would be something that that's right up my alley. I said, yeah, I like that. But anyway, make a long story short, I accepted, and I got in touch with all of the people that's involved in entertainment in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is going to be the headquarters for the music industry. Yeah, and yeah, Sierra Leone is the 4th safest country in Africa, and it's like Caribbean. It's not like Africa. It's like going to the Bahamas. They speak, they speak Creole and English, but I've been communicating with the key people, even today. Matter of fact, last night I had a conversation with his name is Muhammad King Bangura, and he is over the television and the entertainment business in Sierra Leone. So we got some things going. We want to put together a award show like BET Awards here, but it'll be of course all Africa. But here's one thing: if you go to Africa and you go to the nightclubs, you'll find all of the American music that we play here is played in Africa, in the nightclubs. But then when you come here, you don't hear any African music or very few African artists playing in our nightclubs. So, it's a one-sided thing. So what I told them, I says, my mission is to bring African music, Afrobeat, to the United States, African artists, because they are very good. They are very talented. To bring them to the United States, the radio, to the award programs, because they deserve the same as we do. As far as uh, being paid royalties and having a music industry that is gonna benefit them and also benefit the country. But you have a question for me? I know you do. I'm an open book, But yeah, whatever you have, ask me and I will tell you.
So my question is, where do you think? Because there's an influx of African artists right now that are getting mainstream exposure, coming from the radio side. I can just think of a couple of people offhand that those songs are in very high rotations on various stations across the country. So as you put your plan together, how does what is the thought process of finding this new talent? Because I'm assuming when you know, because when like with hip hop, when one blew, everybody started blowing, and so now WizKid is blowing, and Fields is blowing, and Rimmer is blowing, and Burna Boy is blowing, and come to find out, these cats have already. Some of them have already, you know, been on a grind putting this music together. Now the music is a phenomenon here in the States. You know, what's your plan to find these diamond in the rough artists, if you will, that can get to the level where these artists from Africa are at now in the U.S.?
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that. But you know, you did name just a handful of African artists, and basically that's what we have. We only have a handful. But what I've been doing behind the scenes is getting in contact with. I have a contact in Africa who deals with all of the African music, and I've been listening to tons of rap artists, tons of hip hop, tons of R&B African artists. So I have a list already of the African artists that I want to bring into the forefront. There's two. There's two female African artists, Star Z. That girl's up phenomenal. And then there's another, a Hayden Adama.
Is that one of the pictures you sent me?
Huh? No.
Okay,
those are American artists that I sent to you.
Oh.
But yeah, we're building our African playlist that we're going to present. And Hayden Adama should have been in the United States, you know, years ago. And also Star Z, she should have been in our playlist, you know, along with you know, Burna Boy. And there's many more African artists that really fit the platform of United States music, you know, as far as R&B, rap, hip hop, pop, you know, but they're not given the opportunity because they don't have the connections, and they don't know how to go about getting radio play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's a system that I try to teach to young performing artists. When you come out of the studio, the first thing they do is throw it on social media. That's the biggest mistake that you can make, because you have given away what your treasure, you know, the money that you have spent in the studio. And the social media is flooded with millions of new artists that's trying to make it, who has never heard because they never get radio play. All right, come on, DJs. Come on, DJ Big Bang. I knew I'll get to you. But this is where, and back in the day, in the 60s, the most important people in making artists was the DJs.
Yeah.
We've lost that, man.
Absolutely.
No, it's the truth. DJs used to break artists. It don't happen no more because of the play.
Literally do sometimes.
Because
they start asking for a little bit too much.
yeah, right. Because, well, here's one thing: they got the wrong management. You know, and these managers are stupid.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Manager. I had one manager come to the studio and says, "I'm gonna play my song for you." It's okay. And she said, "It's a hit." I said, "All right, let me listen to this." And once I heard it, I said, "That ain't no hit." To me, it's not no hit. I mean, I know hip hop, I know pop, I know rap. Tupac was a rapper. You ain't gonna find too many Tupacs. Tupac was a rhythm rapper. Biggie was a rhythm rapper. You get these rappers that come out like they poetic. No, you a poem. You're a spoken word person. You know. but they got to know the categories. But when you can flow with the beat, oh, yeah. Anyway, making a long story short. Anyway, I try to educate, these young people, but like I said, they look at me like, nigga don't know. Oh, you don't.
No, that's what they say. You right. We real on the break room. That's right.
And you know what? I'm real. I'm just real. Like I said, I'm from the project, but
there's that F-bomb right there. Boom.
The dog didn't bark, bro.
Yeah.
The dog should have barked on that one. But anyway,
Can you freestyle, Mr. Watkins? Mr. Watkins, can you freestyle?
Shiny.
He know everything.
Shiny.
Can you freestyle?
Shiny.
Yeah, I can do all that.
Okay, let's hear you freestyle.
Shiny.
You gotta pay me. No, you gotta pay me.
Yeah. There you go.
That's right.
There you
I ain't give
That boy
you
said,
nothing
money.
I ain't gonna give you nothing free. But anyway, I know time is moving on. But here's one thing that I want to put in your spirit. I want to put in your brain. If this music industry is going to survive here in the United States, it's going to take all of us. I mean, in other words, we have to come together and start supporting not only the big artists, but creating new artists.
Yeah.
Supporting because there is a lot of young people who are very talented. They're songwriters, they're producers, they're great artists.
Yeah.
And,
oh, okay.
I teach artist development. I teach you how to be a professional artist. Like a little bit on to T-Boz when her and Lisa was in high school, but high school. And they were in Atlanta and they wanted to dance. They didn't want to rap or sing or nothing because I never heard my daughter sing. When she was 9 years old, the band that I had in Iowa used to practice in my basement. She used to come down, when I was on the keyboard, and she said, Dad, she says, I'm going to be on TV. I said, yeah, right. That's a good little crazy girl. But look at her. She stuck to her dream. Not only did she achieve becoming a recording artist, but in movies as well. And now, for us being a legendary icon, I'm so proud of her until, you see this smile. But anyway,
I'm thinking about that Africa trip, really, because December I might have to plan for that one.
Yeah. Well, do we have time? Have time?
Sure.
Okay, let me explain this. Of the African thing, I mean, it's open, and the thing is, I have good sense to know that I do not have enough people to pull this off. This is coming up in December through January the 2nd, 2023, and it's going to be in Washington, D.C. It was planned to be in Sierra Leone, but because of the of course the weather, of course, the COVID-19, they switched it to December in Washington, D.C. And they've
you're gonna get love there.
Yeah, man.
It's a huge African community in D.C. You're gonna get a lot of love there.
Oh yeah, there's about in Maryland, man, there's over 3 million Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah,
and then Nova Scotia, Canada, we found that there's a huge community Sierra Leoneans and in Miami and also in Texas.
Well, just beyond that, I think culturally, DC is a more open area to the
Yeah.
Afro beats and
Yeah.
to what's going on there, because you're gonna for a festival like that, you're gonna get a wide range of populace, and surprisingly, you're gonna see a lot of different colors in that crowd. I can guarantee that's gonna be a dope festival. And when's that? That's in December.
Yeah, December. What was it?
In DC.
December 28th.
December 20.
Oh man,
December 20.
that's that's the hometown. We got a place to stay if y'all want to go to that one.
Really? Hey,
Yeah.
well, let me tell you, my brother. I'm going to turn you on. I'm going to turn you on to the main contact. His name is Dana Labor, and I believe he's in. Let's see. I think he's in Maryland somewhere. But I'm going to give you his number, and you can call him and see what y'all can work out. But
no, I'm good. I'm good.
We're actually talking tomorrow. We're doing a Zoom, so if you want to hop on it, actually.
No, I'm good. But I'm just saying, like, I'm being from the area, that ain't nothing. I mean, it's like going home to go see some friends, but then I just throw in a festival on top of that.
but here's the big thing. This is the I guess you could say the climax of everything. Think on these lines. If we as African American, now let me say this first. I did a DNA, or when my uncle did a DNA test on the bloodlines of the Watkins, where we came from, what tribe, what countries we came from. We came from Africa and British and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, I'm going to ask you, where is your American blood? You don't have any American blood because you're not Indian, you're not white. White folks came from us. So if you do the research and believe the truth instead of all this stuff, Christopher, whoever his name was, Columbus discovered America, that's the biggest lie ever told.
That's right.
How can you discover somebody already there?
Already here. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it don't make sense. So the thing is, I know I am an African descendant, born in America, but I don't have an American blood. My bloodline goes back to Africa. That is my motherland. So the thing is, if we as Black folks came together and supported each other, worked together, and to build together, don't you know that Europe would be committing it would be off the chain.
Yeah.
And let me tell you another thing. People talk about Africa is poor. Africa is not poor. Africa is rich. They're just being ripped off. They have 21 minerals in the ground, and all the foreign countries take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, if I always told people when they used to have that chime, y'all need to go back to Africa, I would be glad to go back if y'all would get out.
No,
because if we went back and they went out, we would rule the world, because you could not function without Africa.
That's the fear.
You couldn't function without it.
They don't want us to go back.
Yeah.
Check this out. They gave me dual citizenship in Sierra Leone. If you go to Africa right now, if you go to Sierra Leone, they're going to give you, if you ask, they'll give you dual citizenship. Guess what? And they will give you land to build a house. Give you land to build a house. I purchased a diamond mine. It's 4.7 hectares for $250. I have a 2-bedroom apartment in Sierra Leone for $2,000 a year.
Oh wow.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't tell you that on the web, will they?
Yeah. I mean, he's telling you the truth.
$1,000 a
Stevie,
year.
He's telling you the truth.
Stevie Wonder moved to Ghana. Why do you think he moved to Ghana? If you
He's
go,
telling, yeah, he's telling you
if
the
you
truth.
go to Ghana, they will give you dual citizenship and money because they're telling you come home. Check it out. You don't listen to me.
No, I'll co-sign for that for him, because when me and my dad was going and my brother were going back and forth to Africa, like maybe 10 years ago, we could have built not a house, but a compound.
Yeah, amen.
For like $6,000 on the beach. I mean, I'm telling you again, when I say compound, I mean, I'm talking about a house that has yard, that has a massive fence around it, land, everything else, and you right there on the beach, and with servants and guaranteed like the food, everything else for like just $6,000.
Yep.
Easy.
But
I mean, because yeah.
But see, these are the things that they don't want us to know. They don't want us to see, like the cities, like Dubai. Dubai is a city. Look like Los Angeles.
People starting to wake up to Dubai now. I see a lot of people on Facebook, and on social media doing trips to Dubai and stuff like that. So people starting to get up on Dubai, but
it's not only Dubai. It's I mean, there's many countries in Africa that look like New York, skyscrapers, and there's a lot of riches. It's a rich country. And
to put it into context, you have the world situation going on right now with the war that's going on in Ukraine because of the grain system, because of the flowways that are happening just because of the war that's happening in Ukraine. Now imagine if all the blacks went back to Africa and we said we cutting off everything that's coming out of Africa. We shut the world down. We shut the world down.
Yeah.
So again, you can't hardly anything that you have in your household, electronics, anything like that, you can't really name that it doesn't have its origins from that continent.
Well, I think that as we continue to embark on this journey, we're bringing these artists to recognition in the United States. All of them are going to need a platform to showcase what they do. So I just want to let you know, Mr. Watkins, on behalf of Media Room 360, all of your artists can come here and interview, and we can introduce them to the world. You know what I'm saying? And your vision for getting them the information that they need to succeed, because artist development and all that stuff is a lost cause here in the U.S. You know that. But for them to start, grassroots from the beginning, management, etiquette, knowing how to read music, do music, understand music, hooks, and all of those stuff, when the finished product comes out, the Media Room 360, we are here to showcase all of that in some kind of way. So I just want to say that on the record right now while we live. So it's a pleasure with you dropping all these gems, and I really do hope you come back and be a reoccurring guest with the movement, with the company, and everything with Media Room 360. So I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't mean to get all mushy, but you done enlighten me. You done enlighten me. I'm a radio program director, and the stuff that you said done enlighten me. And knowing that you're from Chicago and you know who Herb Kent was and what he did, and you could be a product of Herb Kent, of going to those sock hops and all that stuff with my mama back in the day. So just getting the knowledge from you and what you've taught us today, and the people who will watch this show that's going to live on forever, I just appreciate you. From the time we stepped on the phone a couple of Thursdays ago when I met you when we was doing the stuff with Tron, I was like, hey, that's a great guy. I didn't even know who you were like that. But Betancourt called me like, hey, he's a legend. You need to get close to him. I was like, okay, well, he seemed like a nice guy when I talked to him, but just the organic conversation that we had, and I was like, yeah, that guy's. I better make sure I stay close to him. That was even before Betancourt even called me back. So again, I appreciate you, man, and all the gems that you dropped today. It really meant a lot to me personally.
Oh, you're muted. You got your thing on mute.
You're muted, sir. You're muted.
Muted. Can't hear you. Yeah, I'm mute. Unmute.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Big Bink.
Yes, sir.
Action and Shana.
Shani.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you so very much because I need y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I need y'all because we need radio. In order to play some of the artists that is coming out of and trust me now. I know music. I've studied music. I was on a college level, 4 years of studying music. Been in the industry. Anyway, make a long story short. I need your help because what I'm trying to do is create something that has not been done.
Right.
And that's a relationship between Africa and the United States. So I'm going to need your help.
I think the storms are getting us.
Okay. But
yeah.
I place my humbleness before you and ask if you would help me to put this thing together and put it in action. I'm sure that we'll be able to help many artists to receive royalties, to receive a better life, so they can pass it down to their children, and to be a better life for our people.
That's what's
so. If y'all going to help me with this, I would really love it. And the thing is, if I become a millionaire, guess what? Amen. Amen. Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Media Room 360.
I knew Jesus would come back in. Jesus came back in. Jesus came back in.
Media Room will be a conglomerate with BET and all those media outlets.
I'm not
we'll be
in
right
this.
Up there.
Yeah, I'm not in this to make myself rich. But if I'm a millionaire, you are too. And I can say that, seriously and humbly and look you dead in the eye and tell you that I am telling you the truth. It's not about me. I've been there. What I want to do is give young people an opportunity to experience, the life that I have had. And I thank God for what he has done in my life. Yeah. I pastored for 30 years. I'm a pastor, still a pastor. So I don't want God to be mad at me, for misusing folks.
Absolutely.
And like I said, it's not about money. Trust me. But if you don't have money, you can't help nobody.
That's right.
It's just like that.
Exactly.
So
right.
if we pull this thing together, you three young people, you will not regret it, because I will make sure that you will be on the same level where I am. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? We got work to do, and I want to thank you for checking in on the Media Room 360, and we will definitely be talking again, because we're going to get all your artists on here and showcase them. But,
all right, Bink.
Shani, put up the flyer before we go right quick so we can look at this one more time, the flyer for the show. This is the show, December 28th. All the information is right there. It's coming to Baltimore. It's coming to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore, right?
Right.
Baltimore.
Right.
Information is right there. You got the website right there. And I want to make sure I pronounce this right, Mr. Watkins. Africaribbean, right?
Yeah. Africaribbean.
AfriCaribbeanFestival.com. Go on the website, check it out. And if anybody has any questions, maybe it's some Afrobeat, people listening to the show and they want to, get into the business, but they're here in the United States. Can they reach out to you for help?
Sure enough.
So how do they get in touch with you?
Reach out to Janubi Music. It's a JUNUBIFILMENT.store. Or if you want to go to my email, is Janubi Music Film and Entertainment. Entertainment is abbreviated ENT@gmail.com. I am also a film writer, so we're doing movies, and I've written 5 movies thus far.
Nice.
And we got success is multiplying as we speak. So if there's a movie that I want y'all to look at, it's called Looking in the Mirror. It's on Tubi, it's on Amazon, and all the other platforms. Looking in the Mirror. It's by Rosalind Davis. Check it out. It's a good movie, man.
All right.
So yeah, but anyway,
Nice.
yeah, we want to get new actors and actresses and movie, artists, and
Yeah, he working on his teeth. He been working hard on his teeth.
I got my teeth
working
fixed
hard
now.
on his teeth, man.
I'm ready. I got some movie credits to my name, but I'm ready now.
Yeah,
Bink needs a roll. He been working hard on them teeth. Bink needs a roll.
But I'll do whatever I can to help you, and also to educate you and whatever. So I have a lot of connections, y'all. Really,
Absolutely,
big time connections.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so very much. Big.
You.
I want to change that Big Bink to Big Bank. Okay.
Hey, we all want that. Yeah, we all want that. We'll definitely be in touch.
Right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Watkins. It's a pleasure to have you on. Continue success, and hell, we're gonna be right there being successful with you. So we appreciate you, sir.
Okay, God bless you. All right.
Hey, how you
Wonderful.
doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. I'm in the break room.